Good evening, everyone. Jeremy Tyler here from Exceptional, and this evening as I was working, I got a notification on Facebook. Daniel Olson had a few quick questions here, and I figured I would address them in a creative way because this, for me, is quicker than typing. So, first question, what are the differences between standard slash limited SEO and SEO strategies driven results? I'm assuming you meant SEO strategy driven results. So, a standard slash limited SEO strategy is someone saying that we're going to provide SEO services and it's going to make your website appear on search engines. That's a very high level, like, okay, great. But what is it exactly that appearing on search engines is going to do for your business? Really, what it boils down to is identifying what is the metric that you're looking to move. Is it more traffic? Is it more sales? And then having the capacity to build an SEO strategy backwards from that metric in order to determine and measure results. So, Dan, I hope that answers your first question. Number two, what are the benefits of a professionally designed SEO strategy? Why can't my nephew do it? I'll just say reference question one. If you don't know how to build a business, if you don't know how to, if you don't know what a P&L looks like, and that's profit and loss for anyone who's not an accountant out there. If you don't know how to read a balance sheet, if you don't know how a business's revenue ebbs and flows, you can't build an effective SEO strategy. And that's why Exceptional has developed a model where we do have the high level professionals that are able to actually create that strategy. And then we have the tradesmen, the professionals that are actually able to fulfill that strategy. So that's why your nephew can't do it. To simply answer that question. And then what is the difference in content marketing and SEO? Are they separate programs slash services or the same thing? Another great question. This is ooh, that is a great question. So content marketing directly affects SEO. So let's put it like this. Let's say you go to a website and it's 10 pages, right? Now let's say you go to another website and they have a blog, right? And in this blog, they're talking about they're creating content around the products and services that they have to sell. Now, sometimes people don't see that as another web page, but in reality, every single blog post that you create is a separate page that's then indexed by Google. So if you're creating effective content around your products and services, it could be a review for another product. It could be, talking about, like this video I'm creating right now. This is content. All of that information gets indexed by Google, and what you're then able to do is then start to have a presence for when people are searching for relevant terms that are or could potentially be related to that content. So I hope that makes sense to people. So content marketing, a million different ways to do it. It's a very broad term. Blog, I just used that as an example, but video, social media, all these different avenues, anything to where you're creating actual content for your brand in or around the products or services that you have to sell can be considered content marketing. SEO. So what is the difference? Back to the question. What is the difference between content marketing and SEO? Are they separate programs slash services, or are they the same thing? In a lot of ways, they can be the same thing, okay? Where they're not the same thing is content marketing is really a broad scope as far as what it actually is, because there's video, there's social media, there's all these different things, right? Now, when we look at content marketing from an SEO standpoint and where it overlaps, this has to do with being able to actually develop and have copy when you're writing these blog posts that is effective for targeting search terms that are related to your products or services. So essentially, how you're going to be monetizing that content that you're creating. So if you're just writing a blog post, if you don't know core elements of SEO to create effective web copy, the reality is you could have the best article and it may underperform compared to a lesser article that just had a more effective strategy with creating web copy that's targeted to the search engine results that you're seeking to fulfill. So that goes a little bit more into the strategy side of things. Refer to my original answer to question 1. And then question number 4 here from Dan. Why does Google call me every day? Business owners are bogged down by calls and internet sales staff every... let's see. Sorry, I don't know why I'm having a hard time reading this. Why does Google call me every day? Business owners are bogged down by calls and internet sales staff every day with questions about their website. Asking 3 questions might help us understand a little more. Asking these questions might help us understand a little more. Sure, okay. I guess I'm not entirely sure how to answer this question or exactly what's being asked. But Google, I would be careful with, is it Google that's calling you every day? A lot of times we'll even get phone calls or even contact form submissions of people saying that, you know, they're with Google and they notice that we're not on the first page of Google and that they can help us get us there. Chances are that's probably not Google. Google, you know, unless it's AdWords or you submit an actual like contact request for more information, Google doesn't solicit like that. So, at least in our experience. Let's see. Business. At the end of the day, here's what I'll say about this final question here. If someone calls you, cold calls you, in regards to, getting you on the front page of Google, there's really a few key questions that you need to ask these people. You know, how are you going to track and measure results? You need to also make sure that they are asking you what your goals and objectives are. If they're trying to sell you a package and they haven't even asked what your main objective is for, hiring an SEO, as business owners, we think like, oh yeah, like I need to get online. Like online's a big thing. If I get on the interwebs, like that's going to be it, they think SEO, I need to get SEO. But the reality is, why are you getting SEO? You're getting SEO services to build your business. So at the end of the day, if you haven't outlined that high level like goal or objective, and if this person calling you isn't asking what that goal or objective is, it's gonna fail. So just don't do it. Start with someone that you can know and trust, and actually build a strong strategy around. The other thing I would say is be careful where you spend money. When you start spending money with a graphic designer, a web developer, and a social media person, what starts to happen is you're trying to manage your brand and your messaging through all these different channels. And what starts to happen, if you're a solopreneur or even the owner of a mid-sized company, what starts to happen is your message becomes less and less effective with the more resources that you have to manage. And you managing those resources is not an effective use of your time. So find a partner. Find a partner for the digital age, and make sure that it's someone that is going to really be there to help you effectively manage your message and your brand in the digital age. Wink, exceptional, right? So, yeah, Dan, thank you for these questions. This was great. If there's any other questions, please post them. I actually really enjoyed this. And until I get more questions, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.